The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith on the move to his left. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10.
Alert! Come on.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Half 85.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You look at this Buffalo defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Allen going to audible to a different look. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bills at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down. Here's Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Allen now on the option right. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And here's Allen to run with it. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. Escaping the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Second and 15.
Now it's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Smith. It's complete to Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Smith.
Returning right back to Lockett.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Smith now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Stop. Half 85, half 85. Gun. Yo, it's out.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Down the sideline he goes.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Myers' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
In motion left is Davis.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. Now he's loose on the left sideline, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook up the gut, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
operating from the red zone now. Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they're wanting to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Smith.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
You dropped it.
Complete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Smith. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
What?
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Running off tackle with Cook.
No, what?
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 30. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
On for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So that Charles all season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he got a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith eluding the pressure right.
That is caught.
He's got room at the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the catch and run, 36 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're playing up against a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You get a really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Allen going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Diggs in motion right.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's Allen. And this will be caught by Mooney. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. So Allen's going to look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Smith to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory.
first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Smith's going to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Smith.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Quick throw complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
From the end zone, Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Here's 1st down.
One last throw here for Smith.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.